first off, like to congratulate the organizers for helping us join together and move on for taking a lead here in Tracy.
We had a council meeting about a week ago, and in that council meeting I found some really strong leadership in there, and everybody was willing to just dig in and keep the momentum going and organize a great event, and everybody came to the table with great ideas and followed through, and it was such a strong team. I'm really proud of what they put together. We had a lot of great guest speakers. We had Bill Hedrick, who I understand to be the Democratic congressional candidate for the 44th District.
We're going to take a lead from the environmental movement where we are thinking globally, but we are acting locally. And I applaud all of you for being out here this afternoon. Now, the truth is, the fight in Wisconsin really is a fight for all of us. And we're here to bear witness as citizens, as Americans, that this struggle that is going on in the Midwest has a huge consequence across our nation.
I'm tired of the fact that we keep trying to balance the budget in our states, in our country, on the backs of the poor and the middle class.
Retirement is not the root of all evil. Teachers need to be paid a fair wage. The workers who make sure that our schools are clean and safe for our children, and the people who care for our children on a daily basis need to be paid a living wage.
I'm here for the kids. We have got to protect our schools. We've got to protect our children with our police officers. We've got to protect our homes with our firemen. There are other places to cut. Do not cut social services. We must protect our seniors. We've got to protect our pregnant mothers. We cannot give in to these budget cuts that are going to hurt our people.
If we continue down this road, we are simply going to end up a third world nation. We need to make the rich, the powerful, the corporations shoulder their fair share for a change.
I am a Californian. I pay my fair share. Everyone needs to pay their fair share.
The sign says it all. Economic justice is what we're here for. Unions are just the beginning. We need the whole community on our side. Then we will win.
And it's long past time. What's happening in Wisconsin is only the beginning. Look at what's happening in Michigan. It's maybe even worse.
I mean, as far back as we can remember, bargaining has been the mainstay for people to get better living conditions. I mean, have we forgotten why unions started in the first place, and children working in 12, 14-hour days and dying inside of places that, is that what we're going to go back to? This is no longer a democracy. It's now becoming a totalitarian, where we're being told what to do. And we fought wars to get away from that. Here we are having it in our own country.
The U.S. is an exceptional country, and what made it exceptional is having a middle class. Never before in history has there ever been one. And we're losing it, and with it I think we're losing our exceptionalism.
When the working class and the middle class can't afford to buy houses or pay their mortgages or buy food or buy shoes, that's when the American economy collapses. It's not taxes on corporate America that are causing us to collapse. It's the desperate attack on the rights and the wages of working people in America.
I am horrified at the notion that collective bargaining rights will be taken away from public workers or any other worker. It's only by dint of our ability to bargain collectively that working people have any way to improve their lives these days. And if that goes away, as it already has for most people in the private sector, working people are in serious trouble.
Together, united, we negotiate. Divided, we beg.
In Holland, there's what they call the Dutch model. There, unions, companies, and the government all work together to achieve a common goal. Worst case scenarios, they say, well, you wind up with a solution that nobody's happy with. But best case scenario is you come up with a solution that is sustainable, that works for the common good, and is very much a product of society.
Where freedom unions and collective bargaining are forbidden, freedom is lost.
In this economy, with this leadership, with this legislature, with legislatures across the country, with governors across the country, launching wars on public employees, we need to be heard.
We need to stop having corporations and multimillionaires dictate what's good for our country, because really all it is what's good for their pockets.
One thing that I got out of this rally was I saw a lot more people than I thought I would. There are a lot of things that we did cover. I think most of us seniors always thought we would leave the country better than when we found it. But now that Social Security is threatened and the unions are threatened, and if we don't revitalize the union movement, I think that workers have lost the country. If you can't have a home and a family and a dog or a cat, what is life all about? What on earth have you worked for all your life? Certainly not to make some guy rich while you suffer and work until you drop.
And there's quite a few other people that came down and spoke to the crowd of about 125 people. So it was a really nice turnout of people, a lot of strong unity. From this, it's just going to springboard off into some bigger and better organizing efforts. And I think from today, there are a lot of people who seem like they would be interested in joining on and being members of a council here in Riverside. And it's just going to get stronger and bigger, and I'm really excited about that.
We need to stick together. I am so proud to be a Riversider and to see all of you here today, and I hope that we can grow our numbers and make sure that this fight continues and continues to success. Thank you very much.